Baiae tunnels. More than 2,000 years ago, the Baiae Temple in Rome was a popular destination, known alternately for minerals with supposed immortality bestowing powers, and possibly housing the entrance to Hades. Now, just the mysterious ruins remain. In the 1960s, Robert Paget and Keith Jones decided to explore these ruins. After struggling to get through the narrow opening, they found themselves in a narrow tunnel, and smelled volcanic gas. Paget found the start of the tunnel complex was pointed toward the summer sunrise, and the tunnels ran perfectly from east to west toward the equinoctial sunrise. This indicated rituals were a factor during the building of the tunnels. The pair found many niches meant for lamps along the tunnels, and indications that great thought went into the building and setting out of the tunnels in order to keep them hidden. They also found what seemed to be a ventilation system inside a blockage within the tunnel system. However, it was when they reached the end of a steep tunnel that the real mystery presented itself. Just after a sharp bend ran a stream of boiling hot water. A stone landing projected out into the water, and seemed to vanish into the dark. The men decided that if Hades did in fact exist, they had just found its mythical entrance. In 1965, the two men, with the help of Colonel David Lewis, determined the boiling water was due to underground volcanic chambers that produced hot springs. However, even with that new knowledge, they still could not solve the mystery of who built the tunnels of Baiae, or what their real purpose was. Hidden shoes in Egyptian temple. Archaeologists discovered an unusual treasure during an expedition in Egypt in 2004. In a jar, placed in the middle of two other jars, and set into a small open space between two mud brick walls, were 7 shoes. 2 of the pairs were children's shoes, and the remaining shoes belonged to an adult that possibly had a limp. Archaeologist Angelo Cesana stated that this shoe jar had been hidden deliberately more than 2,000 years ago. André Veldmeijer, an expert in ancient footwear, has called the discovery of the shoes extraordinary, because of the excellent condition they were found in. He analyzed the shoes, and theorized that they were quite expensive, and meant for status. He added that there's mystery surrounding the hiding of the shoes, and how the owners never retrieved them. Veldmeijer speculated that there may have been some form of unrest in the area, causing someone to hide their shoes for reasons unknown, and flee the scene. The Pyramid of Hell-in-Akon. It seems strange to think that there are pyramids in Europe, but there are quite a few of them. In Greece alone there are 16 pyramids, of which the most well-known is the Hell-in-Akon pyramid in Argos. First mention of the pyramid was made in the writings of ancient Greek geographer Pausanias. In Description of Greece, he describes the structure as a building made very like a pyramid, and on it in relief are wrought shields of the Argive shape. He then mentions a battle that took place at the pyramid, and the reconciliation that took place afterward. A common tomb was built here for those that fell during the battle. Not much is known about the pyramid other than its estimated date of construction, which was first thought to be 3000 BC, but was changed in the 90s to 2720s BC. With an error margin of 720 years, if this date is correct, then the Hell-in-Akon pyramid might well be older than even the oldest Egyptian pyramid. But the greatest mystery about this pyramid isn't its age, it's that no one knows who built it, or what it was actually used for. The biggest mystery seems to be that all excavation efforts have been abandoned, despite the significance that the structure may hold in understanding ancient history. Antelope Springs Footprint. On June 1, 1968, amateur fossil hunter William J. Meister Sr. took his family on a trip to Antelope Springs. Meister couldn't take off his fossil hunting jacket, though, and went in search of trilobite fossils. He eventually found a fossil with what looked like a shoe imprint, the heel digging in deeper than the rest of the foot. Below the imprint, he found 2 trilobite fossils. Meister immediately thought that the person wearing the shoes had stepped onto the fossils. Taking it for examination, Meister and fellow researchers dated the fossil at almost 600 million years old and determined it was likely formed in Middle Cambrian Wheeler Shale. When they explored the area, they discovered slabs of mudstone that had, once upon a time, formed an entire land area. The mystery, however, is that while the shoe print clearly indicates someone standing or stepping on the trilobites, there is no evidence indicating any pressure on the trilobites themselves. Also, the trilobites were marine creatures, meaning that, whoever created the shoe print had entered their area. Why exactly, nobody knows. Ancient structure underneath Sea of Galilee. In 2003, scientists accidentally discovered a circular structure underneath the Sea of Galilee. Publishing the findings almost 10 years later, geophysicist Shmuel Marco told CNN that they were very surprised to see what looked like a Bronze Age statue on the ocean floor. Marco speculated that the ancient structure may have been a marine nursery. Most archaeologists, however, believe it was situated on land, and became submerged by the water over time. The structure is made up of basalt and shaped like a cone, measuring 70 meters at the bottom. The structure is 10 meters tall, and is estimated to weigh 54.5 million kilograms. It can be compared to the size of 2 Stonehenges. Its age is estimated to be between 2,000 to 12,000 years old, a range determined by calculating the amount of sand that accumulated over the base of the structure, as well as comparing it to similar structures. Archaeologist Donnie Naudel has interestingly noted that the structure has similar features to that of other ancient burial sites in the area. Calling it a truly unusual find, Naudel theorized that the structure could have been used for ceremonial purposes. He also pointed out how the structure being built using large stones weighing almost 100 kilograms each was a very impressive feat. He stressed, however, that the true purpose and age of the structure will likely remain unknown.